To add a property, click on the Add Property tab and select which party you are representing. If you have both sides, select both buyer and seller. From the drop-down list, you can select a client that is already in your database, or you can create a new one. If you create a new one, AgentPEP will automatically add them to your database for you. For our example, we'll select one already in our database. Select the client and click Next. Now you will select the property address. If this is the client's primary residence, you can select it from the drop-down list. If it's an investment or other property, select Create New Address. For our example, we're going to use their primary address. Once you've chosen it, click Select and Continue. From here, you can fill in all the necessary fields. When finished, go to the bottom of the page and select Create Listing. From the next screen, you can edit any of the information. Once you've finished editing, select Update Listing at the bottom of the page. You can also add any property listing notes or property listing showings. To add a property listing note, click on Add Note. Type in whatever information you need, and you'll notice the option Seller Can View. If you would like the seller to view this information, select this box, and AgentPEP will automatically send them an email that says a note has been added to your file, and the email will show what the note is. To learn more about this feature, you can watch the tutorial on Client Connect. If you need to view any of the property info, you can select the blue tab, View Property Info, and it will appear on the screen. Once you've completed the note, simply click Add Note. To add a property listing showing, click on the Add Showing tab. Fill in the necessary information. You'll also have the same option for the client to view this note. When finished, simply click Add Note. To finalize the sale, click the red Sold tab, and the next screen will auto-populate the sales price, date bound, closing date, and listing date. If necessary, you can adjust any of these in this screen. Next, you will fill in the gross commission and net commission. AgentPEP will automatically calculate the taxes for you based on the criteria you've set in your profile. Next, you'll select the source of the sale. By default, there are several sources available, and you can add more in your profile to this list. If this is a seller, they will most likely have a new address. From here, you can check this box and add their new address. AgentPEP will automatically update your database with this information. Once you've completed everything, select Finish Sale and you're done. To add a buyer from the Transaction Manager screen, select Add Property. Check the buyer box and then select the client. If the client is not already in your database, you can create New Client. For our example, we're going to select Create New Client and click Next. Then you will fill in all the necessary fields. And when you're done, select Add Client and Continue. On the next screen, you have the option to create a new address for the buyer or No Property Yet. That way you can track all your activity with this buyer until they do select a property to buy. We're going to select No Property Yet. Now click on Select and Continue. The next screen, you can select Edit and treat it the same way you would if you were working a seller, filling in the necessary fields. Notice at the bottom of your screen, you can add any notes to track all of the activities with your buyer, and you can share the notes with them through Client Connect. Under the Sold tab, you can view any past transactions. This is like an electronic filing cabinet for you. Whether a buyer or seller, if you need to archive the file, for example, a dead file, while the file is in Transaction Manager, you select View and then click on Archive Listing. The next screen will ask you if you're sure you want to archive. Select Archive and it will go to the Archive Files. If you need to reactivate it, select the Archived tab and select View to the right of the property in question. Once that opens up, simply select Reactivate Listing. AgentPEP will ask you if you want to reactivate this property. Select Activate, and it will be restored with all the previous information to your Transaction Manager. If you have any questions or concerns, you can select the blue tab on the right edge of your screen, Provide Feedback or Request Support, and someone with AgentPEP will answer any questions you have.